Continuing the trend of HD remasters coming to the PlayStation Vita, the Sly Cooper collection has found its way to Sony's portable platform. As always, this review will not be of the Sly Cooper games, but instead how well the HD remaster performs on the handheld. And I'm happy to say all three games perform very well. This is easily one of the best performing collections on the Vita. If you buy the physical copy of the game, you will get Sly 1 and 2 on the cartridge and a download code for Sly 3. All three games run very well. There were some occasional frame rate dips, but they were so far and few between that I could count them with both my hands. I noticed the first Sly Cooper had some odd stutters during one particular level, but the game progressed just fine after that. All three games run a smooth 30 frames per second, only dipping lower when you find yourself being chased by many enemies. And for me personally, it took a lot of enemies on screen to see a lower frame rate. Sly Cooper 1 also crashed on me once, but that seemed like an isolated issue as I never ran into it again. So overall, it seems like Sly 1 might give you a hiccup or two, but luckily my progress was saved when I started the game again. Visually, the games look great. I think it's fair to say the Sly Cooper game's cel-shading art style play a vital role here, but that shouldn't really diminish how good the game looks. Sly 2 and 3 in particular look very clean and sharp. These games feel right at home on the Vita, both from a visual and gameplay perspective. Speaking of which, let's talk a little bit about button mapping. Front touch is to bring up your binocucom, and back touch is to bring up your objectives. So basically, you won't have to worry about fighting with these controls, especially if you happen to hit the back touchpad by accident. In fact, you might find yourself trying to use the binocucom and failing to bring it up. This is because the very center of the touchscreen will bring it up, to avoid unintended hits on the sides. The only thing that feels poorly executed is the cutscenes, which, much like the God of War collection, are completely recycled without even a change in the aspect ratio for the Vita's screen. Luckily, these are just cutscenes and they don't affect your actual gameplay, but it's again a bit jarring to see the odd jumps with the screen real estate. Now, there's also a few portions in the game where Bentley will vocally explain something to you, and it's actually pretty awesome to hear new dialogue tell you about the back touchpad. But then dialogue isn't replaced when he vocally tells you to use the R1 button, which doesn't exist on the Vita. I just found little nuances like that cool and also weird. The Sly Cooper collection is a prime example of a good PS2 game being ported over well to the Vita. All three of these games feel right at home on the handheld. The cel shading looks great, the colors pop, and the platforming feels responsive. The game runs like it should without giving you any headaches. Now, the collection doesn't go above and beyond, and it doesn't exceed my expectations, but it does meet them. The Sly collection gave me all three Sly Cooper games on the PlayStation Vita, without the hassle.